Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. It looks like Vasyl High-Tech, the Matrix Lomachenko versus Guillermo Rigondeaux might be a possibility sooner than we think. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the notification gang, hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, all of the channel donations, really appreciate it, and the Patreon patrons. We working. Now, I'm still out here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I just watched Undisputed Crawford and Dongo. Had a great time. Shout out to Top Rank for putting it all together. Shout out to former champion Dongo and champion Terrence Crawford for risking it all. You know, boxing needs more of this. There's never been a champion who is undisputed at 140 until Terrence Crawford. That tells you something. And there's only been 3 people previously, like Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor, who have had the title of undisputed, where they had all the titles at one time. So that also tells you something. I'm headed back home. When I was out here, I heard some rumblings of some news that I thought was very interesting, and that was Vasyl Lomachenko's next fight. Now, it looks like there might be a deal in place with Lomachenko and Rigondeaux to fight December 9th on the East Coast at the Madison Square Garden, the theater, which is like the smaller room. Crawford fought there before, and they put, when it's not like Golovkin-Jacobs that can fill up the whole Madison Square Garden, they put some boxing events in the smaller section. But I don't really care about the location. The fight is what I care about. I think that's a great fight, and this is still, we can consider this ego rumor mill because it's boxing. So there's nothing that's been officially announced as of right now, but I think this might get going. I think Rigondeaux kind of got under Lomachenko's skin as a competitor. Lomachenko, I never really felt, I don't know, I feel like sometimes there's a separation between handlers, managers, and promoters, and then the fighters. Sometimes these fighters are down to fight whoever, but maybe their team doesn't want them to fight that person, so they just kind of go with the flow. I don't know, but that's just kind of the inkling. I do think Lomachenko is down to fight different people. So this is good news if it comes into fruition. Again, it's not official, but December 9th is the targeted date. And in my opinion, I think Rigondeaux, he was going crazy, and maybe that's what you got to do nowadays in boxing, because Canelo had been called out by Erislandy Lara for years, like at least a year and a half, right? And he was a respected guy. At the time, I think he had like 1 loss, and it was to Paul Williams, who he shouldn't have lost to. Shout out to the Punisher. And then it wasn't until he hopped on stage with Canelo and embarrassed him after the Angulo win, when Canelo was trying to give his speech, that the fight was then made. Canelo went to the Golden Boy offices to De La Hoya like, no, I don't care who you're trying to give me next. I need to fight Erislandy Lara. He crossed the line. And that, it might be a similar situation here. Sometimes you have to upstage or put that much pressure. Rigondeaux has been at Lomachenko's neck. He's been on Twitter, on Instagram, or whoever's handling his account, whoever it is, and it's calling for that fight. So I don't know, I like it. I think this is a good fight. Like I said, I don't really care about the location. I just care about the fight happening more than anything else. But I think the location's good. Rigondeaux's Cuban, East Coast in general has a lot of Cuban, Dominican, Puerto Rican. Lomachenko, I think he's fought in New York before at Madison Square Garden, so I know he has. So I think it'll be a good look. It's an exciting fight, and I really think this is very close. Another reason is I interviewed Teddy Atlas of ESPN. Shout out to legend Teddy Atlas, who put Lomachenko at #1 above Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford, even though Crawford just became undisputed and Ward just beat Kovalev by stoppage on the Super 6 and stuff. But I interviewed him later, and the interview's on the page, on the channel. He says 1 through 3 are all interchangeable. So he kind of cleared it up. I don't know what he said online or on air with ESPN because I'm at the fight. but he kind of cleared that up and said like it's all interchangeable. You can mix and match. And he also encompasses like amateur pedigree and different stuff into why he thinks they're pound for pound. But I interviewed Teddy, and obviously Top Rank has like a multi-fight deal with ESPN, yada yada yada. And Teddy Atlas, he said, go watch the interview. He says, I asked him about Rigondeaux and Lomachenko. He says, yeah, I think it'll happen sooner than people think, right? He says, it's going to happen. And the way he said it with such confidence that it makes me believe that he knows something. And this is just obviously my perspective of it. But go watch the interview that's on the page, on the channel. And he just said it with such certainty, like it's already been discussed. Because it's boxing, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of fights that we want to see that never happen. So it's hard to say anything with any level. He said it will happen. It's hard to say anything with that type of certainty unless you know some behind the scenes stuff. That's the way I interpret it. You guys let me know. December 9th looks like the target date. It sounds like maybe they agreed on the money, and we just need to have it announced. Ego Rumor Mill, let me know your thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.